Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. So LINK is doing some super messy price action and it got rejected in our resistance area here for the wave 2. So let me just do a bit of a recap because we've got a bullish and a bearish count, yeah. And in this video I'm going to talk about what do I favor myself and what the situation is, what are the key pivot points, decision points, and at which breakout points does which scenario get more likely. First of all, we need to understand that since May last year, LINK has been just moving sideways. And here, that was in November, we completed a wave 4 high of an Elliott wave triangle. We then came down, and that is now the bearish count. We came down in a wave 1, down to around 550, moved up in a wave 2, and based on that we are now in a third wave down. This third wave consists obviously of 5 waves. We could have done a wave 1 with this decline all the way down to the 11th of March, and then a rally to the upside in a wave 2. That might be complete because we did not break above 788. Remember that, or you might not remember, you might remember, I don't know, but a few weeks ago we talked about, right, we've got our trend reversal area here. We're expecting higher in both a bullish and a bearish scenario. In the bearish case, it should stay below $8. That was at the time the narrative. Exactly that happened. We rallied because both bullish and bearish cases expected higher. And we stayed within the resistance area. That still leaves both scenarios on the table. As we got rejected in this resistance area, it certainly means we cannot forget about the bearish case. That would indicate we are now moving down in a third wave, do a fourth and a fifth to complete this 3. Should then get a fourth and a fifth. So that could take us down to around 350 to finally end this entire correction and bear market. That is the bearish case. When does this get more likely? This scenario will get into full control if we drop below $6.20. And we're going to talk about why that is in a minute. If we break below 788, the bearish case gets less probable, but it's still on the table, yeah, but it's less probable. Now, then we've got the bullish case. In the bullish case, we have of the lows here in November, a wave 1 rally to the upside in orange. Oops, disregard the timestamp there. Need to upgrade that or update that. But we rallied in a wave 1. We came down in an A wave at the time. We had a trend reversal area here that worked. Move up in an overshooting B wave. Came down in a C wave to finish off this wave 2. So basically a 1-2 setup. Based on this, we would now be rallying in a third wave to $10 plus 4 and 5 and would then cascade higher. Again, this scenario is at the moment, in my opinion, in control as long as $6.20 are holding. If we drop below 620, this will lose relevance, okay? So that's very important. Now, if I zoom in a little bit and I go to the 1 hour chart, let's take a look at that. So if I go to the 1 hour chart and I zoom in, make it a bit larger, we can see why 620 is so important. Because in the more bullish case, I can count it as a 1-2-1-2 setup. To count it as a 1-2-1-2, we need to hold, let me see, we would actually need to hold here the 663 level, but I'm gonna take it out because this has now become super messy. This has become super messy, this entire price action. So I'd rather focus on wave 1 to the upside, A wave down, overshooting B wave, and then possibly what we're doing now, a C wave. And that is a count that is relevant as long as we're holding 619, 620. But I would have to reset wave 2 to over here. Yeah. So again, you don't want the price to go below the 78.6 retrace, because if it does, this pattern will get very unlikely. Surely, is there another possibility? I mean, could I move wave 1 up here? That might be technically possible. Then I would have to change the support area, but it would still, I mean, then we talk about 630, but I'd rather give it a little bit more space. So we keep it safe. And I say below 619, that gives us even more confidence. We can say that if we go below that level, it is then most certainly the bearish count that's in control. Until then, we can say the bullish count is in control because we're currently hovering above support like many other cryptos. Yes, we are also below resistance. That's true. But like many other coins, well, at least if I consider Bitcoin, Ethereum, the overall trend is up. With Link, that is not so clear because Link has just been moving sideways really for nearly a year. But then I rather relate it to Bitcoin and say, okay, for Bitcoin, the entire trend is up since the November lows at least. Yeah. So with Link, it would then also be a little bit more likely to move in, further to the upside. Yeah. But, I don't necessarily like correlations, but the point is, as long as we're holding here 619 or 620, it is at least a reasonable setup to expect a third wave to the upside. But note that below 619, the bear count gets in full control here. All right, that's my update about Link. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.